Okay, fine. So today session will discuss about like command line arguments. Basically, we can read data from the keyboard in three ways. Data from the keyboard in three ways. So the first one is keyboard. The first one is scanner class. So in the last, like the previous session, we had done the discussion about the scanner class. Scanner class, and the second one is the buffer reader. Buffer reader. So buffer reader, with the help of buffer reader, you can read the data from the keyboard. And third one is command line arguments. Command line arguments. So these are the three ways you can read the data from the keyboard. These are the three ways you can read the data from the keyboard. In the previous session, we had done a discussion about the scanner class, and we had done discussion about the buffer reader class as well. Those two are the predefined classes. They have the some predefined methods. With the help of those methods, you can read the data and you can perform some operations. In the same way, you can read the data from the keyboard. We'll be having third way, that is the command line arguments. Command line arguments. So today's session will discuss about the command line arguments. The first question, wherever you go, the first question they will ask, what is arguments? What is arguments? What is arguments? Arguments means value. Okay. What is arguments? Arguments means values. Okay. What is the main purpose of the arguments? Is there any purpose we have in Java? Yes, we have the purpose. What is the purpose? So arguments are the parameters which will give input to our program. So I will write here, arguments are the values. You can say dynamic values. Arguments are the dynamic values which will give input to our program. You guys clear with this point? Arguments are the dynamic values. You can give the values dynamically. So whatever the values you have given dynamically, with the help of those values, you can make some operations. You can make some operations. So the first point you can remember, arguments means values. The second point is arguments are the dynamic values which will give input our program. Which will give input to our program. So for example, like I will take one file, public class, you can take any name. So in my case I'm taking test, or you can take any name, uh, like command arguments, you can take command arguments. Okay, my class name is the command arguments, and every program execution will start from the main method itself. I would say public static void main. So every program execution started from main method only. Okay, string and aux, I would say aux. From here to here is the scope of main method. So this much is everyone here. This much is everyone is here. If you guys observe here, my class name is command arguments, and this is the main method. So every program execution started from main method. Every program execution started from the main method. Now my requirement is, so I want to take the data from the keyboard. How can I do? Argument meaning values. We need to take the values, dynamic values from the keyboard. We need to take the values, dynamic values from the keyboard. So for example, if you observe here, what does it mean by string? String is the data type. Okay, and this meaning array, meaning whatever the program you are writing inside the main method, all the statements will be stored in the form of array only. All the statements will be stored in single array. Are you guys clear with my point? Whatever the statements we have written in, under the main method, all the statements will be stored in the form of array only. Why? Because if you observe here, this is the main method. Method meaning it will do some operation, and we are passing as a array as the input string. This is the array we are main is the method actually. Main is the method, For this method, we are passing parameters. What are the parameters we are passing? One array we are passing. One array we are passing. Arg, args is the reference variable name. You can take any name instead of arg. You can take any name. You can take va, you can take s, and you can take x. You can take y. Anything you can take. Args is the reference variable name. Instead of args, you can take anything. If you take anything also, the program will compile, the program will run. No issue. Okay. Here what I am saying is, whatever the program, whatever the statements we are taking, so all the statements will be stored in single line of array, single of array only. Okay. So the main method, this is the for example, if you give the values dynamically, who will receive the those values? Main method will receive. The same points I am writing here. Main method will receive values, dynamic values. Whatever the values we are given, dynamic values, dynamic values. And fourth one, so all the statements will store in single array only. Are you guys clear with these points? First one, arguments meaning values. So in Java, if you are a Java developer, these are the regular questions like arguments, parameters. So we need to clarity about the difference. What does it mean by parameters? What does it mean by arguments? So wherever you go, these are the regular questions, and these are the basic questions actually. They will ask what is arguments, what is parameters. If you don't know, if you say I don't know, then they easily identify you don't have any knowledge of Java. Why? Because these are the basic things. Whatever the programs you are doing in the core Java, these are all the basic things. These are the fundamental things actually. Okay. Arguments is also the basic term. Arguments meaning values. We are giving the values dynamically. So through the command prompt. So command prompt is the mediator. Through that we are giving the values dynamically. So the second statement in statement is the same. Arguments are the dynamic values which will give input to our program. And who will receive our values? Main method will receive. How it will receive? So uh, uh, if you observe here, main is the method. Main is the method name, and the string args. This is the array. This array is the parameter. Whatever the input we are passing to the method, that is the parameter. We are passing the parameter. So that's why I'm saying here main method will receive dynamic values. Dynamic values. All the statements will be stored in the single array only. Okay, you guys clear with these points? So I will take one file and I will write the program that will get the clarity what is happening in the process. I will take I will create one file. So simply new, I'm taking the file name. In this case I am taking command arguments. The file name you can take anything. So in this case I am taking command arguments. Okay, so simply I am doing command arguments and I am opening. So the first one, public class and command arguments, command args. So this is the class name. From here to here, this is the scope of class. And here I would like to take the main method, public static void main, and from here to here, this is the string. This is the string alls. Okay, this is the strings and this is the alls. So till now you guys are clear. Main class, scope of the class, main method, and whatever the programs we did till now. So all the programs we had written inside the main method. Okay. Okay. Now I would like to read the data from the keyboard. How can I read? So this is the array now. String is the array. So how will you store the data into the array? In the arrays concepts, so you already done with the arrays concepts. If you want to store the data in arrays, if you want to retrieve the in the arrays, so there is a one beauty. What is the beauty of array? Exactly. Based on the index questions, you can store the data, you can retrieve the data. That is the beauty of arrays. Okay. Here also, we can store the data, we can retrieve the data based on the index questions. Okay. String is the data type, and this braces refers the arrays. Args is the reference variable. So you can take anything, no issue. You can take VA, you can take anything, you can take. So now what I'm doing, uh, in the arrays, every value we can store index based on the index questions only. So now also I am reading the data based on the index questions. So first, if you take any value, so the value should be stored in the index position 0. So here in this case, args is the reference variable, and at the position 0, I would like to store some value. This is clear. This is clear. This is the array actually. This array I am passing to the main method. So before passing to the main method, I am storing some values. The values based on the index positions, we can store the values, you can retrieve the values. That is the point. Okay. Now I am adding the values based on the index positions, and normally the arrays start the index position from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. So the initial value, if I want to add, so I am mentioning the args 0. Are you guys clear with this point? Okay. So this, I am storing this value in some. I'm taking. I would say you can take any, uh, whatever the index value we are storing, that we are storing again in the reference variable A, and this data type is the string. This data type is the string. In the same way, I can take second index also. Second index also. So here I will mention B, and here I will mention, what should I mention here? 1. Why I am mentioning 1? Why? Because array index start from 0, and it will increase 1 by 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. Okay. So if I want to take the multiple values, you can take multiple values. So for right now, I am, for simple understanding purpose, I'm taking only 2 values. Now what I'm doing, I'm printing. What values should I print? System dot out dot println. Okay, so this is clear. We are taking as input, we are storing that input into one reference variable. And what I'm doing now here, you guys can please observe. If I mention A plus B, then you can tell me, if I execute the file, then what you will get the result. Hmm? For example, if I run the, for example, here, if I take the 2 string values, for example, in here, if I would like to take the some string values, like here I will take the Hari, and here I will take the search. Then if I execute the file, then what you will get the result? Why you are getting the result Hari search? Why? Because these two are the strings. Okay. Where should I give the, these two are dynamic values in the command prompt. How will you give? I will show you. So I'm saving the file. Where the Java file is available, simply you can go there and you can open the command prompt. There, the first we need to compile. So any command for compile, Java C, cmd, org successfully compiled. And Java and CMD ARGS, this is for executing our file. So same, these two commands are same. After that, we are giving the values dynamically. What are the values? Array is the one input, so this value will be stored at the index position 0. Give space, and we can give like that. So this value will be stored at the index position 1. Are you guys clear with my point? The two commands are same, like whatever the commands you have used till now, the same command. First command is for compilation, second command is for interpreting. And now what I am doing, so after giving this command, I am giving the values. Java command is the class name, and after this I am giving the values. So that is the only change. Whatever the values I am giving, these values will be stored based on the index positions. Array will be stored in the index position 0, search will be stored in the index position 1. So if I run the file, so if you see, you are getting hurry search. So what is happening internally, whenever I am giving the I would say these two, hurry is the one value, search is the value. Whenever I am giving, what will happen? The values will be stored here in the form of strings. We are taking in the form of strings, and those strings are stored in the form of array. And this array we are passing as a parameter to the method. Generally, what the method will do? It will perform some operation. So it will perform some operation, and it will returning output. It will returning output. This statements like public is the access square, static is the this is the one keyboard. So the coming classes will try to understand. So we will get so end of the sessions, we will all the words we will get the awareness. Okay, publics, this is the different concept. This is the access specifier. That is the different concepts. And the static is the different concept. And void is the return type. The method don't want to return anything, then we will use the return type. In the method concept, we will cover about the return types. And this is the method name. Okay. So these are the every word has different story. So going forward, we'll try to understand. So every word meaning in depth. Okay. Now we just try to understand what is command prompt, how we are giving the values dynamically. This is the thing you should aware right now. Okay. This much is clear. Mm-hmm. Mm. This is clear. So in the same way, right now what I'm doing, okay. So now I am giving the one assignment. What the assignment? Write a Java program. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers. Write a Java program to perform sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. Taking input as taking input using from the command prompt. This is the program. If I give, so how will you guys will do? Input from the command prompt. This is the program. If I give this program, how will you do? Hmm? Okay. Okay, I will go my program. So this question you get the clarity. You need to perform addition operation with the help of taking two numbers. I'm going here. Okay. So now here I need to take value 10, and here I need to take value 20. This is the thing you are saying. Uh, if I take as a 10, if I take as a 20, then the sum of two values will be that like so this will work. This logic will work or not work? Why? What is the issue? Uh, 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 we are taking as the string as the input. String as the input. Exactly. So this string data type we need to convert into the integer. How will you convert? We'll be having not buffer reader. Buffer reader is the taking input from the keyboard. So parseInt is the method which is used to convert string to integer. Okay, we'll be having integer. Integer, what does it mean by integer? Integer is the predefined class. There we have the one method, that is the parseInt method, and here we need to pass as a parameter a, and this entire the process is I'm storing in one variable, and this data type is the int. This data type is int. Till now you guys clear what I'm doing? I'm taking as a string value, but I need to perform some operation. But the string with the string it is not possible. I need to convert the string data type to integer data type. We have a predefined method, that is the parseInt. ParseInt is the method which is the static method. How will you invoke the static method? You can invoke the static method with the help of class name. Integer is the predefined class name. We are invoking static method with the help of class name. So the static method, instance methods, and concepts will be covered in this methods concept. Right now, you just aware, like you should remember, parseInt is the static method. We are invoking parseInt the method with the help of class name. With the help of class name, okay. With the help of class name. Are you guys clear with this point? In the same way, this is the x value. If I need to perform two values, sum of two values, I need to take two values. So we are successfully typed. We are taking the value 1. In the same way, I am copying the statement. I'm going down, and here I will take y, and I will take the b. Now if I compile the file, if I enter the file, then what will you get the result? We will get the 30, and we'll see. We'll run the file and we'll see. This is the compilation command. Okay, and then here instead of hurry and such, you can take 10 20, 10 space 20. If I give the 10, where the 10 got stored? At the position of 0th index. Okay, if I give the 20, like here I am taking only two values. If I take the multiple values, then how the array will store the values? It will store the values based on the index positions. If you take the third number, it will store the other position, second position, like that. Okay, you guys clear it to the good point. So if I then normal will get the 30, and then we'll compile. It is what is it showing? 10 20. Why it is showing 10 20 only? No, basically we are storing in the xy, but we are giving only a and b. So that's why it is storing. We need to give x and y, and save the file. The same process. Compile the file, and give the. You see what you are getting. So addition of two numbers. We are taking like values from the command prompt. We are doing addition operation. We are returning the value 30. We are returning the value 30. Okay, this is clear. Now, second question is, if they will ask, the main method is reading, taking only string array. So instead of string, if I take int, instead of string, should I take the int? So it will. Can I write the program like this? Can I write the program like this? By hmm? Hmm? Hmm. So I will run the file, and I will see what the error will come. So I am first we need to compile. So I'm compiling. Uh, if you see what it is showing, cannot find the symbol. Cannot find the symbol, and public static main. So this is where we cannot find. Why? Because okay, enter. So here we will to string. Okay. Now what I'm doing, this types I'm taking enter, and this will also I'm taking enter. You guys clear with these points? I'm saving the file and I'm compile the file. Oh, so I'm deleting the parsing method. Here I'm taking A and here I'm taking the B. Here I am taking the B. I am saving the file and I am going and now I am compiled. So the file has compiled. The file has compiled. Now if you can observe, the file has compiled. If you see what it is showing, public static void main. So main method is our method or predefined method. Main method is the predefined method. JVM will understand predefined method only. So if you customize if you manipulate the predefined method, JVM don't understand. So you must use this format only. You must use this format only. So that's why it is saying main method is not found in the class. So please define method as. So you need to mention like this only. Why? Because this is the predefined method. We need to follow same standard. We cannot modify. Okay? We cannot modify. We cannot modify public static void main string calls. So we need to follow the same structure. We need to follow same structure. Public static void. Why? Because this is the predefined method. Predefined method. But you can change the variable. You can take this one. We can change, but the remaining structure should be the same. Remaining structure should be the same. Okay. Now this one. This is the reference variable. Here you can take anything, but the remaining all the structure should be the same. Okay. Whenever you take the same, then only our Java will understand. Our JVM will understand this is the main method. We will start execution from the main method only. Okay. That is the thing. Any questions, anyone from this topic? Command line from command line arguments. So we can read the data from the keyboard in three ways. One is the scanner class. Second one is the buffer reader. So in the previous session we had done a discussion with the scanner class, buffer reader. Today we are discussing about the command line arguments. So the first question they will ask, what does it mean by arguments? Arguments meaning values. Okay, arguments meaning values. And second point, values which will give input to our program. And third one, main method will receive the dynamic values. And all statement will store in single array. Single array only. And this is the like some dummy program like command arguments, main method. Inside the main method, you will take like the array will be stored based on the index positions only. So the same you can take, and you can take the values from the dynamic from the command prompt, and you can perform the operations. So like this, I will give some programs. Like you can take input from the command prompt two values, and you can do the operations, multiplication, division. So these kind of questions, assignments I will give on the command prompt. Okay, this is clear. This is clear or not? Okay. So after this, so this is all about command line arguments. So after this, till now what we did is we did the programs. I mean, like we use Notepad, or some guys are using Notepad plus plus, Notepad plus plus by writing the programs. We use Notepad or Notepad plus for writing the programs till now. Okay, programs till now. This is clear. And then we use the Notepad and Notepad plus plus for writing the program. So we will use like we are manually compile our programs. We are manually running our executing our programs. So that is the second point. Whatever the programs we have written, we are compile. We need to compile. We need to compile and execute manually. This is the second thing. And third thing you should remember. Third thing, if I like the every program, if I do compile, if I do execute my file, so it will take lot of time to develop one project. Okay, it will take lot of time to develop projects. You guys clear with my point? Project is nothing but group of programs. Group of programs. Group of programs. So till now we use the Notepad plus plus, and for writing the programs we are using the Notepad or Notepad plus plus. So if you write the programs on the Notepad, we need to compile, we need to execute the files. If I go for that approach, it will take lot of time to develop the projects. Okay, so that's why what will happen, all the companies will provide the IDs. That's where IDs come into the picture. All the companies, all the IT companies, all the companies will use IDs. All the companies will use IDs. Now what does it mean by ID? What does it mean by ID? ID is the integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. So development environment. Okay. So what are the IDs we have in industry? We're having so most of we use Eclipse and IntelliJ and VS Code and some tools will be there. Then one website will be there. So there all the information will be available. Like what are the IDs are using in the IT industry. All the information will be available in that website. That website is should be IDs Wikipedia. IDs. Some website will be there. All the IDs information will be there. Okay, fine. So now Eclipse, IntelliJ, and Visual Studio. So in the market, we have a lot of IDs. So for most of them, for the backend people, they will use Eclipse is the Eclipse and IntelliJ for the backend, and VS Code we will use the front end people. You can use backend development also, but most of them they would like to write the code in the Visual Studio. Most of them front end people. Backend code also can write. Okay, no issue. This is the idea actually. But most of them are front end people who like to write the code in the Visual Studio. Okay, and Eclipse, IntelliJ. These are the IDs. So we the companies, all the companies will use IDs. Is there any advantage? Is there any advantage? Is there any advantage? Yes, we have all the advantage. So what is the first advantage? First advantage, it will have the tools for compilation and executing, compilation and executing our programs, executing our programs, executing our programs. You guys clear with my point? Is there any advantage? For example, if you use the IDs, is there any advantage? Yes, we have the advantage. What are the advantages? The first advantage is it will have the tools. What are the tools required for the our programs? What are the tools required for our program? All the tools it will provide. Okay, the tools like compilation, the tools like execution, all the tools it will provide. Okay, that is the first point. The second point is IDs are too smart. For example, if you are trying to write the string, if you type the S, it will give the suggestions. It will give the suggestions. So that is the good advantage in the IDs. So second point, it will give auto suggestions. It will give auto suggestions. You guys clear with my point? If you are trying with the integer, if you are trying sets with byte, anything if you are trying, so IDs are too intelligent. So before typing only, it will identify and it will give the suggestions. It will give the suggestions. It will give the suggestions. That is the second advantage. And third advantage is if you will go with the using IDs, we can easily develop our project. So we can develop our we can deliver our projects very less time. Okay. Yeah, exactly. With using IDs, we can develop projects very less time. We can develop projects very less time. We can develop projects very less time. Projects very less time. Very less time. We can deliver projects faster. We can deliver projects very fast. You guys clear with these points? In the IDs, we have the advantages. What are the advantages? Meaning, it will have the tools. So it will have the tools required for our projects, for compilation, executing, and it will give the auto sessions. So that's why whenever you are writing the program, parallelly it is compiling. Parallelly it is compiling, and if you do any mistake, it will automatically give the suggestion. Say, man, hey boss, we are doing this mistake. Please modify it. So parallelly it is compiling, and parallelly it is giving the suggestions. So with that, here we can easily write the programs. If you are trying with some methods or if you are trying with some predefined methods, it will automatically identify and it will give the suggestions. It will give the suggestions. So these are the advantages when we are, for example, if I go this approach, so it will take so much time to write the programs. You can write the programs using Notepad also, but it will take lot of time. It will take lot of time. It will take lot of time. Okay, so that's why all the companies will use IDs. In the real time, every project we can develop with the IDs with the help of IDs only, with the IDs only. In the beginning level, we need to write the programs with the Notepad. Okay, after you will get some awareness of like how the errors is coming, and after you get the awareness of errors, then you can everybody should use the IDs. Why? Because we'll have lot of advantages. IDs provide what are the predefined tools, tools. What are the tools required for our project? Okay, with the help of tools, you can compile and you can execute our programs. It will give auto suggestions, and using IDs, we can develop projects very less time, and we can deliver product very fast. We can develop projects very fast. You guys clear with these points? You guys clear with these points? So after this, we need to download IDs. We need to download IDs. How will you download the IDs? So simple. These are IDs are available in internet. So right now I will show you how to download the Eclipse. For example, 2000. You can download any version of Eclipse. So now I would like to download 2019 Eclipse. So you can open a new tab. You can search with 2019 Eclipse download. You can search with that one, and we'll get like this. You can simply go through it, and here we have the some in previous case what the most of the students are doing. They has downloaded only for Java developers. So basically, Eclipse are basically two types. One is the standalone applications. The second one is the like web applications. So we need to download this one. We need to download this one. So with this ID, you can develop standalone applications and you can develop web applications also. Okay. But in previous case, what they are doing, whatever the Eclipse they has downloaded, that Eclipse only supported for the standalone only. If they want to write the servlets code, that Eclipse not supported. Why? Because those Eclipse supports only standalone applications. Okay. Now we need to, what you guys will do, we need to download this Eclipse. Download Eclipse is very easy. Like if you like your system might be Windows, you can go through it. Mac OS, just go through it. Linux, you just go through it. In my case, my system is Windows. This one, and simply I'm go through it, and it will be downloaded. So it will be automatically downloaded. So you need to extract. So extract and you can open and you can write the program. No need to add any configurations like system variables. These all the things not required. This is the zip format. You need to extract the zip format, and there will be having. Uh, you need to extract. There will be having this symbol. You just double click on it, then it will open. It will open. Are you guys clear with me? Are you guys clear with this point?
This charging is very less.
Mm, mm. It's that support both standalone and web application. You can open. How can I understand? So this is the process. Simply you can download, and it will be in the form of a .zip file. You need to extract the zip file. There will be having the symbol. If you double click on it, then your ID will open. No need to give any configurations. Simply you can open and you can create one project. There itself you can write our program. So from coming session onwards, we'll start Oops Festival. So that's uh, coming coming days onwards, we'll start Oops Festival. Okay. So that's it today itself. We'll catch up in the next session.